Welcome back. In 2022, Don Schiefelbein served as president of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Before he began his term, the Cattleman to Cattleman crew visited Minnesota to learn what life was like back home for Don. Let's take a look.
The lake country of central Minnesota is where Don Schiefelbein grew up, working alongside his dad, mom, and 8 brothers. Founded in 1955 by Don's dad, Frank, the Schiefelbein family farm has grown dramatically.
Well, it's a family operation consisting of 7 brothers, 5 nephews, and all their wives, etc. So it's a large family operation. Sitting here in central Minnesota, we have about 6,000 acres. We run about 1,000 cows in the spring and another 100 or so in the fall, so 1,100 cows. And we feed out cattle here, so we're pretty diversified. We'll feed out 5,000 to 10,000 calves here on the place as well.
Don gives credit to his parents for the success of their family operation, and he believes his dad's innovative thinking was one of the keys.
Simple things like how to feed cattle, he said, boy, wouldn't it be a lot smarter and wiser instead of having the bunks on the inside of the pens to have bunk line fences on the outside. So in 1950 he said, I'm going to put bunks on the outside. He is one of the very first up here in the Midwest to have bunks on the outside of the feedlot. And so that made a world of sense. And everything he's done, I think, has transferred to me and to my children as well, saying, boy, if there's a better way to do it, let's look at it. Let's not be confined to the way things have always been done.
As a result of their effort to always get better, Schiefelbein Angus bulls and females are prized in the marketplace. And the family has continued to offer value to their customers with a calf buyback program that was started more than 25 years ago.
So every decision we make here, we either gain or fail ourselves as the result of the mating on the cattle we buy back. And if we make a mistake breeding an animal, we're ultimately the ones that pay. So we're paying a lot more attention to making sure they're bred right. So from a commercial cow-calf standpoint, you can imagine the sigh of relief they have knowing that the genetics they're buying are being kind of backed up by somebody with real dollars and cents saying, these cattle have to work or we ultimately have to pay.
After college, Don worked for Texas A&M Extension and then for the Limousine and Gelbvieh Breed Association before returning to the family operation in 2003. Since then, he served in a variety of leadership roles with the Minnesota Cattlemen as well as for the Angus Association and as an officer for NCBA.
If you are going to be successful, your industry must be successful first. So if you aren't willing to put the time and effort into making that industry successful and serving that industry, then it's basically going to be a potluck whether or not your industry survives. So we've been very fortunate that we've had enough people that we can put efforts towards involving people in lots of different areas. And mine happens to be Angus and NCBA. I like to tell people I'm the blue-collar NCBA guy. I'm the guy who still gets his hands dirty, still drives the tractors. So that's kind of the background I come from. And what I believe, and I come from more of a servant-style leadership, where I really believe that if you listen closely enough to members, you're going to find the answers. So running a family operation our size is very similar, I believe, in that you listen a lot, you make sure everybody has their say, but you make sure everybody does it in a respectful manner so that we can all move forward together.
As he looks to his year as NCBA President, Don is serious about helping to lead NCBA's fight for policies and a business climate that supports cattle-producing families. It's all part of maintaining the opportunity to make a living on the land.
To me, I just sit in awe at how many people have the opportunity to do something they love to do and would love to do every day and do it with their family by their side. There's just not many places in this world that give you that opportunity. And you do it in the United States of America where you have the most freedom, and boy, there's days that you just look up and say, God, why me? Why did I get blessed with this? And it truly is a wonderful, wonderful experience.